2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Well, we can finally say it. Now Golden State's starting five. In the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Podziemski. Butler out there with Draymond Green, and it's Moody in at the small forward position. And for Portland, the guard pair are Henderson and Sharp. Bringing his out there with Denny Avdia. And it's Kamare in at the three, the small forward. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. And as a coach, Stan, what's something you try to establish at this stage?
I think there's two things, Kevin. First, we're trying to build our habits the right way, everything. From the way we practice, to the way we prepare for games, to the way we warm up, all of it. And then second of all, we're trying to figure out our rotation. Who's going to start, who's going to come off the bench, which groups work well together. It's an ongoing process.
A lot of moving parts, you're right. Sinks the triple.
Part of Henderson's game that's improving. Nice to see him build some confidence from behind the line.
Curry can't get it to go. Blazers on offense. It's stolen by Curry to the paint. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Yeah, that's a nice hustle play, but boy, it drives a coach crazy to concede second chance points. Well, it sure didn't take him much time to heat up. Aggressive start.
Avdia following the basket by Stephen Curry. Henderson, no one around him. No good from outside. Well, Stan, after 11 seasons with this Blazer organization, Damian Lillard traded away in 2023. What a run he had for Portland.
Incredible, Kevin. Not only in terms of his scoring and his individual honors, but the success he brought to the team. While they didn't get over the top and get to the finals, they were a consistent winner. If you were a fan in Portland, you had a good team to come and watch for all of those years.
Warriors have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Here's Moody driving the lane, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Well, with all eyes on Butler, guys get open because of his ability to score the ball.
A nice shot by Moody. Moody's got his second bucket of the night. Hey, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
And they are also just outworking the opposition in transition. When the break is on, they've continued to find ways to score.
Well, that's why he's out there using his size in the paint.
Henderson for 3. It's good. It's his second basket. Shooting 2 for 4.
Well, we know he can hit those. For Henderson, it's all about becoming more reliable.
Green, and Green is right there.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. Henderson inside the three-point line, and Moody pulls it down.
Yeah, well, that's a shot the defense is probably going to let him keep taking.
Green finds Butler. Here's Curry. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. And it's 8 points for Stephen Curry.
And how about when Curry gets fancy with it? His confidence is what allows him to pull off these moves.
And the first time out of the game called here for the Trailblazers. Here matched up against the Golden State Warriors is how they're going to tip off the new season.
And here we go. The first in what will be a 3-game season series between the two teams.
Well, this is when it's fun for a coach. You don't want to tip your hand too much in the first matchup.
Outside, Simon. From outside the arc. The offensive rebound. And Ayton stays with it.
Well, Ayton has always been a solid offensive rebounder, and he's got the numbers to back it up.
Outside, Ayton. Here's Curry with the 3. Rebound by Williams.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Back to Simons. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. In each season, GA, it seems like Anthony Simons is given more and more responsibility.
And you can understand why. He's proven to be a versatile scorer, and now you're seeing him take the next step with his playmaking.
Now here's Curry. 8 points for him. Off target at the rim.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up inside.
Simons. There's Williams. Oh, and the jam by Williams.
Relentless effort from Williams. The board and the bucket.
1:35 left here in the opening quarter. Here's Curry. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
Suffocating defense to keep the layup from falling.
The shot by Sharp. Nobody around. Pulled the shot a little bit, but the bounce goes his way.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. Loads of expectations come with going #1 overall. Stan, we all know that. Just ask DeAndre Ayton.
Yeah, Kevin, I think he's become one of the more underrated players in this league. He was the top pick in 2018. People will always measure him against that standard. But look, he's averaged a double-double every season in the league. It's not easy to be that consistent.
It's good from long range.
The answer from Jeremy Grant. He's really grown into that three-point shot.
On the wing, heel. Pass to post. Simons against Curry. On the wing, Payton. Golden State moving it around. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Sharp's got space. Again, the Trailblazers good for two.
And one of Sharp's signature moves, the tight handles allow him to create space with ease.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Curry can't get it to go.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Lets it go with a three. It's rebounded by Golden State. Stolen by Grant. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. The Trailblazers have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. So both teams making some changes here. And the second free throw, good. 8 seconds left in the first. Here's Curry with the three. A three-pointer is right on target. Curry's got 14 points. And so, lots of scoring in that competitive first quarter. Portland out in front as they end
22, the Warriors, 20.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. Guys, what stands out from the Blazers so far?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, we're not surprised by this. These guys work hard, and they are physical.
So with Curry sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Podziemski out there with Moody. Then there's Jimmy Butler. Then it's Trace Jackson-Davis. And it's Looney in at the four-man position. Here's Ayton. Goes up again. And Butler sends it back.
Butler always keeps grinding. The energy he plays with at the defensive end is terrific.
A different look now for Portland. Klingen, he's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. And it's Avdia in for Anthony Simons. The Warriors also with a sub. Green, he's checked in for Kevon Looney. And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Thanks. Well, for the Warriors this summer, there was disappointment seeing their longtime trio broken up with the departure of Klay Thompson. But many around the league felt like with the additions they've made, this team is actually upgraded. So, guys, we'll see how they hold up in this crowded Western Conference. Do Steph Curry and Draymond Green have enough?
They'll be challenged for certain. Okay, Shams, thank you for the report. Inside, here's Walker, and Walker throws it down.
The kind of
piece of defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Yeah, I'd consider calling timeout right away after that one. The defense has to be better there.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, and they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Butler finds Podziemski to the inside. Now Jackson Davis. Podziemski on the wing. And again, no good by Golden State.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
It's tipped. Walker the pass to Henderson. Jacks up a three. They get it back. And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession. Williams, he's checked in for Walker. The Warriors also with the sub. Payton, he's checked in for Trace Jackson Davis. On defense, Golden State in the second quarter held scoreless.
Well, despite his lack of efficiency, the team has put together a good offensive effort tonight.
Payton, right side, shoots over Klingon. Green dishes to Butler. On the wing, Payton. Drills the three-pointer. Payton's got himself on the board with three there.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
For three, Henderson cans it from downtown. Henderson's got the lead back up to 6 now for Portland.
He's already got 9 points from three-point range. They need to pay attention to him wherever he is.
Portland's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter.
Already a gifted passer. Henderson has solid vision for such a young player.
The Warriors trail by 8. Pass to Moody. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
The assist.
We've got some talented defensive big men in the league today, Coach. But in your opinion, who would you say is the best rim protector?
Well, Kevin, I would have said Rudy Gobert because people didn't even want to go to the rim and challenge him. Anthony Davis is great. But I'm telling you, the young guy, Victor Wembanyama, I think is the best we've got now.
Isn't he something else, Dan? We've never seen anything like him.
We never have, and I'm not sure we ever will again.
Grant, he's checked in for Portland.
On the court.
Sharp comes in for Avdia. Curry looking it over. Three-pointer. Wow, Curry automatic from deep.
On the offensive end, Curry both prolific and efficient.
Warriors
And there's the call on Curry. That is his first foul of the game. Simon, he's checked in for the Trailblazers.
Now on the floor,
The dish to Williams.
Ant-Man.
And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Here's Kamara. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And that's what you have to do. Protect the house.
To the middle. And, yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
Boy, a very hard foul that time. And the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Ayton's checked in.
2 minutes remaining in the first
Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Three-pointer, Payton. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got 3 assists tonight.
Well, he saw the defender back, and he got the look he liked from 3 and capitalized.
Sharp, the pass to Simons. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
Wow, fancy stuff from Anthony Simons.
Healed outside. Curry trying to break free. That one's in there. The Trailblazer lead is cut to just 5 points in the basket from Hield.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
You know, Stan, the Blazers started the rebuild process with the big Dame Lillard trade to Milwaukee.
Kevin, it takes guts for a GM to make a move like that, and it didn't go well early on. But they've got to trust the process and stick with the plan that they made.
Bounce pass, Simons. Here's Grant, and Peyton sends it back. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And the foul called on the Golden State Warriors. Hey, Greg, what about Jeremy Grant? He's had about every role you can imagine on any team he's played on.
And Kevin, he started out as a second-round pick, hoping to just make a team. He's been a bench spark plug, a starter, even a #1 option in Detroit for a couple of years. Grant's done it all. I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backcourt.
No luck, they battled on the glass, but couldn't knock it down.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
Curry outside, bangs home the trifecta. Curry's got 20.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
And Simons wide open. He'll fight. Gets an open look and hits.
Well, nice turnaround for him here in the second quarter. Had a cold start, but never lost his confidence.
Curry can't get it to go. Grant the pass to Sharp. A three-pointer off the mark. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Portland out in front, up by 4. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from
38.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a...
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Ken. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. They trailed by as many as 6 points. And now with the second.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Curry has been sensational.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
And because of that, I expect to see a huge emphasis on ball control.
The guard pair are Henderson and Sharp. Avdia is out there with Anthony Simons. And it's Klingon in at the center position. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
Avdia can't hit.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Yeah, that's the kind of aggressive defense you always want to see on the interior.
And give it up for Steph Curry. This guy seemingly never has an off night. One of the all-time greats.
And Simons has got the ball here for the Portland Trailblazers. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Pass to Kamare. Now Klingon. Goes back up. And there's the bucket. Stick with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. Klingon's got his first bucket of the night. The Warriors trail. Outside for Curry. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Portland's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. And there's the foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That'll be his second foul of the game. Henderson looking it over. Pass to Avdia. Fires from deep.
And with that miss, they're just 1 for 4 to start the third quarter.
Well, they're passed to Moody. Some nice passing by Golden State. Here's Podziemski. Misses the 3.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Yeah, classic block out. You love to see that. Taking care of the defensive glass.
Henderson finds Avdia, and he comes up with the deuce. Now it's a 6-point Portland lead.
Well, they have leaned on him offensively with good reason.
Timeout for Golden
Efficiency will help you win a lot of games.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. We see coaches stand willing to pay fines for complaining about the officiating. I'm having a hard time thinking if you ever did this. Back in my Rolodex here. Did you ever do that, Coach?
I mean, Kevin, I paid hundreds of thousands of dollars of fines in the NBA. Yeah, my wife was not real happy about that. At one point, reminding me early on that we had 4 kids we were going to try to put through college, and she told me one year I just gave away 2 college educations.
Warriors trail by 5. Poked away. And here we go with Henderson. Warriors with the rebound. Podziemski's got his 5th rebound in this one. Payton drives in, and Payton throws it down.
This is what separates Green from most bigs. A point forward who excels at passing.
Portland's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Henderson passes to Williams. Here's Kamara.
Now, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Three-pointer, Payton. Here's Podziemski. Payton outside. The 3. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Simons has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Down low. Avdia. Banked in off the glass. Avdia's got 12.
What a difference a half can make. As much as he struggled in the first 2 quarters, he certainly made up for it with his play in the second half.
Payton from outside. That doesn't go either for Payton.
And this is what you like about his perimeter D. Never gave up and challenged the deep.
Yeah, and it's really hard to stay connected to shooters out there. And even harder to contest the shot without foul.
Now a timeout called by Portland. A different look now for Portland. Ayton comes in for Avdia. And it's Charbin for Anthony Simons. And there's the foul. It'll go on Moses Moody. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. 3rd team foul.
Now, here's Sharp. Defended by Moody. Ayton wide open. Offline with his 3.
Well, this was his shot to miss, honestly. Poor coverage. Good setup. He just couldn't knock it down.
Payton from outside.
2 minutes remaining.
Down by Williams.
It's been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team.
Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Williams has got his 2nd basket of the night.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Here's Podziemski. Henderson defending. Fires the 3. Shot by Podziemski, no good.
Well, it's been a frustrating night for him at the offensive end. Just not able to give them any kind of a lift.
And here's Sharp. He's got 5. And it's out of bounds to Portland. Oh, we take possession. Here's what Portland has lined up on their schedule. On Friday, they'll go up against C.J. McCollum and the New Orleans Pelicans.
And that game against Sacramento, that'll be their 4th outing in this young season. Coach will want to have his team starting to build a rhythm by then.
They get it again. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And taking a look here at the numbers for Draymond Green. 4th season for him last year. Put up 8 points per game, 6 assists, and 7 rebounds. And he has been passing the ball like a virtuoso. That's what really stands out about these recent performances.
Well, this staff loves coaching him, and his teammates love playing with him. He's just an unselfish guy who makes everyone around him better.
Warriors foul.
Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Trailblazers.
Well, you got to love their aggressiveness on the offensive glass. They have just refused to give up on any of the plays.
Another place they've had the upper hand tonight is in transition. They've gotten a bunch of their points off the fast break.
Let's take this chance to see which of last season's teams had the most second chance points in the league. The Trailblazers third. Number 5, the Warriors.
So many second chance opportunities for both of these clubs a season ago, and they really took advantage.
Simons, he's checked in for Portland. Looking to end his cold spell, and then Sharp with the dunk.
We've heard the stories about Sharp and how impressive his vertical is. Now we see it on full display.
And it's good, 2 points. And it's an 8-point Trailblazer lead.
Oh, check out the handles of their nasty spin move. Had his man grab it for air.
Hield finds Looney. Now here's Curry, covered by Simons. Curry's shot is off.
And they have built their advantage on the scoreboard here by doing all the little things.
Grant the pass to Simons. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Here's Kuminga.
And that's the end of the third quarter.
I did not think he was going to get that off in time.
He released it just.
And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth quarter. Trailblazers lead by 6. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
Robert Williams.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far with this fourth quarter. Sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball on the court for Golden State here in the fourth. Some kind of shooting in the backcourt for him. It's Curry and Hield. Jonathan Kuminga out there with Butler. And it's Looney into the center, filling out the middle. Curry can't get it to go. Portland leading by 6. Inside, Henderson passes to Sharp. Drills it from outside. Sharp's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Trailblazers. It's Curry outside. Curry with the 3 at the other end.
Well, sometimes you tell players you can have a good game in a loss. You've just got to keep doing what you're doing, and the rest of us have to figure it out. Well, he might have been a little passive in the first half, but that's true. I like this more aggressive.
And, you know, expectations are so high for Curry every year, but somehow he continues to meet and often exceed them.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Going in, he's checked in for DeAndre, and it's Avdia in for Jeremy Grant. And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Golden State Warriors. It's off to Utah after this game, where they'll face the Jazz. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
From 10 feet out, good on the shot. Sharp's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Yeah, it looks like he hit the reset button at halftime. Not sure if it was a mechanical issue, but he's looked much more confident offensively.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
Well, it's all due to his energy and effort, as well as how well he's been able to get ideal positioning on the glass.
Podziemski, he's checked in for Hield. Warriors trail by 7. Curry outside. And again, it's the Warriors missing. The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. And up the court come the Warriors. Oh! What a move inside.
That is incredible.
And Curry isn't just a lights-out scorer. He's also efficient at moving the ball and getting it to his teammates.
Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Curry getting it done inside.
Assist goes to
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
Right side, Butler. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
Yeah, you know, I like how they're not relying on just one guy to get it done. They're sharing the ball and keeping the defense, yes.
And Portland making a change here. Kamar is checked in. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Guys, during that last break, I listened to Chauncey Billups talk to his team. He told him he liked the way they were working, but he said you have to really get after it. All we need is a couple of stops. Keep your focus. We'll see if they can close it out. Kevin?
Okay, David, thanks. On its way from Curry for two, and misses it off the right side of the rim.
And really, they've rebounded well all game long.
Now, here's Sharp. Wide open. Green with the rebound. Green's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Moody the pass to Curry. Beyond the arc. Curry drains it from way outside.
Well, this is what he does. A proven scorer in the clutch.
To the paint. Here's Klingon. And it's Klingon with the jam.
He's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. That ties it up. Curry's got 12 points now in the quarter.
And with a limitless jump shot, the elusive ball handling skills, Curry can get a bucket pretty much whenever he wants.
2 minutes in the game. 2 minutes.
Now, here's Sean. He's covered closely. Outside, Avdia. A second chance effort. And a little luck that time, but it drops. And the Trailblazers lead by 2.
Nice vision from the youngster, Sharp that time.
The inside game of Stephen Curry.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, he got a good look, and he calmly delivered for them. That's what you like to see.
And the officials have called the illegal screen right there.
Well, that one stings. In a game where every possession counts, he just gave one away.
Golden State's gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the 4th and been successful 3 times. Finish by Stephen Curry.
Stronger than he looks. Curry able to take the hit there and finish.
Here's Sean. He's defended by Pajemski.
And even though he lacks the size of some of the other bigs, that extra effort has allowed him to do some serious work here on the board. Fearless. Curry takes on the challenge and gets that big basket to fall.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
That's just sloppy. I mean, you can't lose control of the ball like that and let it get back across midcourt.
Yeah, but errors like that happen. The important thing is not to let them compound on them.
Outside Curry. The kick outside to Butler. Curry against Henderson. Lets it go from the wing. Offensive rebound. No good that time. And so it's Avdia with it. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. Launches it. Portland keeps it going. A new 14-second shot clock.
And a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip there.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. Curry is inside. Defended by Avdia. Curry's shot is off. And Portland with the ball. A 2-point game. Here's Sharp. Buries the triple.
Big-time basket at a big-time
Warriors.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
Timeout called the Warriors. They're trailing by 1. 12 seconds left in the 4th quarter. And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Scoot Henderson.
And what he's done from beyond the arc is a big reason he gets the nod tonight. He's racked up 5 3-pointers and very accurate with his shooting. Take away that threat from deep, and their offense would have looked a whole lot different.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
It's a tornado.
They're behind by 1. 8 seconds left in the game. Guys, what's your take?
This is where great coaching can pay dividends.
Well, they'll likely only get one shot at this. They need to make it count.
And they commit an intentional foul. See another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, that's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Third personal foul.
And the first of two, no good. Unbreakable. And he does get the second one. And that will put them up by 2. Now a timeout called by Portland. They trail by 2. 1 second left here in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
Under 2 seconds remaining, they need something quick. Don't have time for an extra pass here. They want to try for a 3 off the inbound play and go for the win. Definitely doable.
So it's a narrow